negative noise.
I don't know if it's just me, but the visual audio feels like it's further out. The circle, you know? It's not as close to the center.
You think?
I don't know, I just keep missing things and
What was that noise?
I'm not sure.
I shot a drone.
Oh.
Oh.
They drop goodies.
Yeah, I do have a new-to-new account on Xbox. Sorry, you won't be able to add me though. I have not been matting up.
Hey, we can capture this flag.
Let's go. Do I have to do something with it? Or is it just... Is it just... Is it just...
Good afternoon, everybody. Hey, I see Mr. W. Norris in the house. Cheese Truck just had him a nice snowy walk in the woods, and for Mr. W. Norris, of course, we have to greet him with a few of these. Oh my, I don't know where to start today. I got started very, very unorganized. And I got to looking through some other posts, but I just got some sad news. That my oldest sister, not quite 90 years old, has earned her wings today. I'm sorry I'm losing it in front of you guys. This is not the place or the time to do this, but I only found out like 2 minutes ago. Well, anyway, yeah, thank you, N. Fugit. Thank you so much. Yeah, my oldest sister, 18 years older than me. I now have 2 siblings left. And they're both on in years too. That's the disadvantage of being the end of 6 babies. My oldest sister was, like I said, 18 years older than me. They have pictures of me toddling around at her wedding. She got married at the age of 19. I was just barely 10 months old when she got married. And another sister liked to joke at the time, looking at that baby picture of me toddling around. She said that I was the easiest baby to take care of, that all she ever had to do to watch me, because then I had kind of like satellite dish ears until my head kind of grew into my ears, so to speak, but back then they were satellite dishes. She said I was the easiest baby she ever had to take care of. All she had to do was lick my ear and stick me up on the wall, and I was good for the whole day. So thanks, everybody. It's I'm having a rough time right now at the moment. I will try to collect myself and try to get through this next a little less than an hour. We're going to be done right around 5 p.m. Eastern. But like I said, I only found out just a very few minutes ago. So I'm going to try my best not to be a mess for everybody. And thank you for all the kind words. I appreciate it oh so much. She was 87 years old. It was easy to figure out how old she was because, like I said, she was 18 the day I was born. So I just take my age and add 18 to it. She would have been 88 in February. But she did manage to live longer than either of our parents. Dad passed just before his 79th birthday, and Mom passed just before her 84th. So, Pat, know that I'm with you, honey. Know that I'm with you. I'm going to leave it right there. Okay, well, anyway, we got some stuff to look at today. I'm not going to be able to do too much in the way of historical happenings like I normally would. The proceedings that I took part in that preceded the stream today, that kept me from starting at 3 p.m. Eastern, my usual time, they went about 10 to 15 minutes longer than expected. So we went ahead and tried to work around it. I ran into the house as soon as we got home, come up and set up the stream, and we're running. And then I got the news, and then here we are. Well, so anyway, so thank you, everybody, for your very, very kind words. It's a rough place to be right now, but we will work through it and figure out what the next steps are. Because, like I say, us oldsters, we kind of take care of each other and watch out for each other. I haven't been able to keep up much with her lately because she's been in a nursing home recently with not only COPD that she's suffered with for close to 20 years, but also some accompanying age-related dementia that goes along with that. So she was able to have a Thanksgiving dinner with her family, which I was extremely thankful for. Of course, that would be the people in and around the Marietta, Ohio area, because that's the neck of the woods that I came from, and that's where she was stationed in that nursing home for a brief time. But anyway, let's get past that and get on to some baseball, shall we? Let's go ahead and get into the game. And here we go. I think I've got my screen set up. Yes, I do. I've got me an ace of bronze I need to spam, because when I started up things today, I was looking at 3 running tournaments, and now I only have 2 running tournaments, so we need to fill that 3rd slot. My diamond team here, my Flames, they had a little bit of a negative season. We'll go in and take a quick look at them and see how they ended up, because my hope was that they would survive Diamond and for me to be able to take some time today, since I knew I wasn't going to make the playoffs, or at least it didn't look like I was going to make the playoffs, that I was going to take some time today and get myself out of the moderate lefty cheese that I had been running, where I had an all lefty starting rotation and all righties in my bullpen. We're going to be going with a more balanced approach and go back to a plain vanilla neutral ballpark. But I did manage to win my last game of the season against Mr. Audit's brother. His team, Rob Deer in the Headlights, is Mr. Audit's brother. And the El Paso Preguntas, I managed to take a game off of them at the last sim of the season for me to end up 76 and 86, 25 games out of Mr. Audit's division killing lead of 19 games over the Ricardo Roughnecks, who also, with an 82 and 80 record, they managed to make the playoffs. They got themselves a wild card slot. There's Mr. Audit's brother, the El Paso Preguntas, and here I am right here. And I ended up, I think, if I remember right, I ended up surviving. I survived relegation by 7 games, I believe it was. Yes, it's a 7-game spread between me and the top relegation spot down here. Mr. Audit's brother, Rob Deer in the Headlights, is also known as Big Lou. This Plano attack down here belongs to him. So one of Mr. Audit's brother's teams, excuse me, sorry, one of Mr. Audit's brother's teams managed to survive in Diamond, but the Plano attack will get sent back to Gold starting tomorrow morning, along with these other 5 teams that are sitting there at the bottom of the table with them. But I'm up here in a safe spot, 76 and 86, 7 games away from relegation, and we can take a look at how the league is looking once we get through this sim and see what the rest of the playoffs are looking like. Because I do need to get to the kitchen today. I already have a lot of my stuff set up and ready to go. I'm making, if you're in my Discord, I have that food channel in there. I'm making my egg roll in a bowl, which is a keto dish. It calls for ground pork, a bag of coleslaw, some sesame oil, some ginger, some other spices, some garlic, a little onion, and some soy sauce, some rice vinegar, a little sriracha. You can look at the ingredients in the recipe that it's in my Discord if you are a member of my Discord. And in case you're not a member of my Discord and you would like to be one, let me do this. We will put a link to my Discord up in the chat. Okay? Whoops. Let me try the correct command here. Here we go. There it is. Exclamation point Discord. Okay? There's the link to my my private Discord server. There is a food channel in there, and if you're interested in taking a look at that recipe, it's the keto egg roll in a bowl, and it has an accompanying piece that goes along with it, which is the keto yum yum sauce, which is a mix of mayonnaise, sriracha, some sort of artificial sweetener. And in my case, I use not exactly an artificial sweetener, but it's called monk fruit sweetener, which is made with erythritol, which is kind of a synthetic sweetener. But the monk fruit is 100% natural and 100% carbohydrate free. And so I don't have to worry about taking in any carbs. And it measures exactly the same as cane sugar does, as regular sugar. So I'll be using that recipe today to make the yum yum sauce and the egg roll in a bowl. And then when it comes time to serve everything, I put the egg roll in a bowl out on a plate, and then pour on some of the yum yum sauce over top of that, and it makes for a marvelous dish for being in the keto category. Oh, Mr. W. Norris, your main team is up 3-1 in the league championship series. Good luck there, buddy. Good luck there. Good luck. Okay. Oh, 3-2 now. Ouch, 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 ouch. Okay. Oh yeah, and Fugit loves some good yum yum sauce. This is a keto yum yum sauce, which makes it even better for me. Yeah, it's a little bit of Korean flavor to it. It's got some rice. Like I said, it's got mayonnaise, the artificial sweetener. It's got a little sugar-free ketchup. It's got some of the monk fruit sweetener made with erythritol. It's got some sriracha in there. I think I said rice vinegar. There's rice vinegar in that too, as well as in the egg roll in a bowl dish. But all those recipes are in the food channel on my Discord if you want to go give it a look. So what we see here is my lefty cheese. And what I'm going to do now is go in and we're going to fix the lefty cheese park factors and try to neutralize them. And we are going to start my disengagement from moderate lefty cheese. And you'll see what I mean when I say moderate. That moderation comes from two different fronts. One of them is that my ballpark factors are not hard lefty cheese. It's not totally nerfing righties and totally favoring lefties, mostly because I don't have an all lefty lineup. Okay, my batting order is not 100% lefty. Even against right-handed pitching, it's not 100% lefty. So I had to moderate my park factors a little bit to mitigate the fact that my best cards are a mixture of righty and lefty. So here we go. We're going to customize the ballpark, and you'll see right what I'm talking about. I fully buffed the batting average for lefties. We're going to take this back to a 1.000, and I hit enter. Then I'll come down here to the righties, and instead of 0.900, I made it out to be 975. That was to allow my righties to do a little bit more than just 900, okay, or 901. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to make that 1.000, and we'll hit enter there. I have to hit enter after each one of these. If you've never done this before, you have to hit enter after each change in each one of the ballpark factors to get it to take. So I'm going to do 1.000 there. Then we do the same thing down here with the triples. I had triples and doubles fully buffed, and I'm taking them back to neutral, which is where they started. Now down here, home runs were there again, fully buffed for lefties and partially buffed for righties. So we are going to go 1.000 there and to hit enter. I need to come back up here, hit enter again here, hit enter again up here to make sure that everything that I did took. So 1.000 here. We're back to a totally neutral ballpark. Now later on tonight, after the stream is ended, I'm going to be ending as close to 5 p.m. as I can, and we're going to be doing at least one ad break, possibly two. What I wanted to try to do was, we have only a minute left until our first ad break, so I'm going to go ahead and start that now. And then right around the time that's time for us to do our 25,000 perfect point giveaway, I'll do an ad break immediately before that. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and take a little break from the action here and hear a word from our sponsors, if you would please. Here we go. Be ready. Got to make sure this works. There we go. Okay, so we are back after the ad break, and let's take a look and see what is going on here. Okay, I've got my ballpark factors set, and I'm going to be doing my lineup changes later. So what I'm going to end up doing, we'll take a look at the pitching staff first. You can see my entire starting rotation is all lefties. My new rotation is going to be a mixture of lefties and righties. The ones who do the best in the bullpen are the ones who are going to be in the bullpen, and the one who do best in starting pitching will remain there. Right now I'm leaning hard towards keeping Tommy Glavine where he is, or else moving him to a nice bullpen spot. But take a look over here. My middle relief and long relief we're doing absolutely a stellar job here. KB 1.60 ERA in 62 innings of work. I mean, like, for crying out loud, what a run this guy did. Then, okay, let me see here. Raleigh Fingers, he ended up getting surpassed on his ERA by Papelbon, but that was too late for me to do anything about it. So yeah, I would have normally had Papelbon up here in Raleigh Fingers spot, and the other way around. I would have swapped those two slots. And we'll see about which way we're going to go with that, because I may go with only two of these three, or perhaps a different mix altogether. Because remember, I've got Trevor Hoffman sitting in reserves. I've also got Tug McGraw, lefty, sitting in reserves. So I've got two more potential nasty boys, along with any one of these three who could make up my new round of nasty boys for next season in Diamond. So what I'm going to be doing is trying to do a little bit of in-depth analysis tonight, and try to figure out, okay, which one of these is done best in whatever slot I put them in, and whatever ends up being the best, that'll be what I go with. And that'll be going back several seasons before I instituted the lefty cheese. So that's what we're looking at here. Take a look at my lineups, and you'll see I've got a mix of righties and lefties here. OC, he's a lefty. Lajoie, he's a righty. Cochran, he's a lefty. Paul Molitor, another righty. Ripken, righty. King Kelly, righty. Hank Aaron, righty. Okay. Pop Lloyd, lefty. Joe Morgan, of course, is a lefty. So that's what I have against right-handed pitching. And then against lefties, there's OC again, a lefty. Then Pop Lloyd, a lefty. Nap Lajoie, a righty. KK is a righty. Cochran is a righty. Or lefty, I'm sorry. McCovey is a lefty. Then Hank Aaron is a righty. Mickey Mantle is switch hitting. And Paul Molitor, of course, is a righty. So we're going to be swapping things around a little bit and try to figure out, and I'll be doing some in-depth analysis here as well to try to figure out who is going to go where, because I've got a variety of cards. That's one nice thing about not selling off my OP reserves to try to get more revenue. That gives me more options. It gives me a lot more options when it comes to flexibility and who to put in and who I think might do better in this particular instance, or who might do better in that particular instance. So it's going to be a mixed bag. My basic lineup, like right here, right now, may stay somewhat the same. The only thing I'm thinking about doing is, once I do get hold of Luke Appling, I'm working on his platinum missions now to get him. I'm only 2 missions away from completing Luke Appling. But he would go in, and probably Pop Lloyd would come out. So, yeah, we'll wait and see on that front. But I might have to leave Pop Lloyd in the meantime. But I'm looking at finishing off Luke Appling the soonest of anybody. Those Cooperstown Club 5 missions, forget them. I did not enter tournaments that got me choice packs of which those cards were made of. Ugh. So they're going for a mint, and I'm not even going to try to go there. If I want to get the reward card, I'll go ahead and buy the reward card and not worry about the insane prices. The same as with the Topps cards. I'm not going to do any of those things. Okay. So we'll be looking at making some changes tonight before we go live tomorrow morning. So that's about enough said about these guys. But you notice after yesterday, I picked up 22 more packs. those 22 packs, okay, remember I had yesterday's 5 drops were already included in my 90 that I opened up yesterday, and I picked up another 22 since then. 17 of those counted in yesterday's action. So that gave me a daily total for yesterday of 22. But I picked up another 5 drops earlier today on THF's Tranquil Hill Farms stream. I happened to be up in the night taking care of some sinus related issues, and I had taken some meds and had to I was sitting up waiting on them to take effect so that I could go back and hit the rack again. But while I was up, THF was on, and I just went ahead and hung on to his stream and ghost shipped the rest of the way, all the way to getting my 5 drops satisfied. So thank you, THF, for carrying the load. I appreciate you carrying this old man, and see how we're doing. So anyway, that's what we're looking at right at the immediate future here is that Gary Carter may be going. Even though he's got really, really nice defense, his bat creates some major suckage. So he's looking to maybe take a hike down to the hardwoods and set his rump upon them, and I'll bring up somebody else that might be able to handle the job a little bit better than him. Who knows? Maybe KK will make an appearance behind the plate again. We'll have to evaluate that later. But I think I may be bringing back Lou Gehrig. He's been sitting on the sidelines now for 3 seasons. He, I think, has had a long enough vacation. He's gonna be one of the people I do bring back, and that one is a certainty. Lead pipe cinch. Okay, brand new follow from BowSox286. Thank you so much for your follow on the channel. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, that should get me up to about 783 or 784. I've lost count, but we're getting closer and closer to 800. We have another sim coming in. Let's get to this sim. Ah, yes. It's a good little tune. All right, now let's take a look at the playoff tree here and see who's doing what. Okay, so over here, this is the American Conference over here. I was in the National Conference. My division winners were Mr. Audit's Dead Meat, and even though they had over 100 wins, they were the 3rd seed in the conference. The OP Cheetahs, who I don't know how, but I managed to win 2 out of 6 games against them during the regular season. They were a top seed, and then Taylor Swift came in right behind them. Mr. Audit's Dead Meat won their wild card series, and they went up against Taylor Swift, and they got promptly swept 3-0. The Toms River Barons, here's another piece of wild card magic for you. They won their wild card series against Mr. Audit's Balking Dead. So Mr. Audit had 2 teams lose out, once in this wild card round and then up here in the division round. But the Toms River Barons knocked out the really overpowered former Perfect League champion Cheetahs. If you ever took a look at their lineup, you would see what I mean. They are just absolutely loaded to the gills. But they are up against Taylor Swift trying to get to the NC side of the World Series. Over here, Sirius Clark has already qualified for the World Series, having knocked off the Zephyr Hill Bison. And I forget who it is that owns the Zephyr Hill Bison. I think it's a familiar team. Let me look. Let me see. Jay Altma, yes. Jay Altma has that team. They have the Zephyr Hills Bison. They got knocked out by Sirius Clark, and who manages them? That's not you. It's not me. So, not you and his Sirius Clark will be going in the World Series for the American Conference. Here's Mr. Audit's other team, the Mediocres, and they didn't quite make it either this time. So between him and his brother, they had 5 teams representing them. Mr. Audit's 3 teams made the playoffs, and Rob Deere in the headlights, aka Big Lou, for his other team, the oh gosh, I forgot the name already. The Plano Attack. Neither one of them made the playoffs, but all 3 of Mr. Audit's teams made it, and they all 3 got knocked out. But here, look at this wild card magic here. Wild card series here for you, Sirius Clark. Division series, league championship series. And they are going to be going for a spot in Perfect League here any moment now once this series here gets decided, but it's got at least 2 more games to go because it's tied up 2-2. So that's going to be a fun one to watch. Okay. So you get a good idea of what happened in this Diamond 362 or 364 league. And it was an interesting run, especially with these Cheeto Cheetahs in there. And I'm surprised as all heck that they got knocked out. Yep. Some awful playoff luck there, Mr. Audit. I could not agree with you more. I thought that for sure one of your 3 teams would at least make it to the World Series, but alas, none of them even made it to the LCS. But there's always next season, just like there is for my team. So GG's to everybody, especially to Mr. Audit. His dead meat won my division. They were the 3rd seed, even with over 100 wins. And how that happened is anybody's prayer. But they ended up killing the division, winning by something like 19 games. Let's look at the standings here. You'll see what I'm talking about. Here they are down here. 101 wins, and they beat the Ricardo Roughnecks by 19 games. 101 wins, and they still came in 3rd seed, which meant they had to go through the wild card round. There's Taylor Swift up there with 104 wins. There's the Cheeto Cheetahs with 107. Woo! The 3 strongest records in the entire league, and only the Taylor Swift team is still standing. You Sirius Clark, they were a 3rd seed amongst their division winners. So that's how they started out as a wild card team, and they're riding the wild card magic all the way to the World Series on that side of the table. Lake Ridge Blue Wave, we saw them over there. We saw the Mediocres. We saw the Zephyr Hill Bison. Interesting league with all these related teams like Mr. Audit and his brother. They had 5 teams between the 2 of them. And sadly, one did not even make the playoffs, but the other 3 for Mr. Audit's team, they did not sadly survive to see much daylight in the playoffs. So anyway, let's get out of here because I did have one team that made the playoffs, and I want to take a look at them next. And by the time we're done looking at them, we'll take a quick look at team number 3 and try to figure something out with them because they may be heading back from silver to bronze. Let's take a look at that. I'm going to come out to here, make sure I'm fully spammed up. And before I leave this team, I'm going to take a look at this longest running tournament, number 28. I got to look at them first to see if I'm packing yet, because I haven't had any pack action today because I've been away from the house so much. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Hey, I'm ahead of the Calvin Ball All-Stars, owned by Mr. Monty Fenn. Are you in the chat today, Monty Fenn? Okay. I'm beating up on you 2-0 in this quarterfinal here. I've only got 2 more wins, and I get to earn some packs for myself. But this Calvin Ball All-Star team, they are not going to be any pushovers. They are not going to lay down without a fight. So I'm looking forward to playing them some more games and see who comes out. But look who I beat in the previous round before that. Port Dog. Port Dog. Are you in the chat today? I saw you in Discord earlier today. But yeah, there's Port Dog that I knocked out in 7 games in this particular round 2 series. So GG's and better luck next time to Port Dog. But here I am up against the Calvin Ball All-Stars from Mr. Monty Fenn, and we are hoping to be able to qualify and get ourselves some packs in today's action. So that does it for this team. Let's get out of here. Surprising, very, very little Cooperstown Club 5 representation in your League Twan LX. you're sure you'll be less lucky next season? It all depends. I'm sure that you're going to see some of it. You're going to see, yeah, right. I saw, Mr. Audit, where you were bemoaning the fact that CC5 happened and happened to take care of some business there. So, yeah, we need to get out of here and see what team number 2 is up to, because they might have some good news. We'll see. They did make the playoffs. If they win their division series, then they get to go up to bronze from iron. So I need to do an iron best of 5 here. Okay. Alrighty. There's that. Now, okay, let's see what's going on with this team. I've got my tournament in there. 14 more slots to fill up before I can do another one. So the last I looked, I was playing against a team from up north in Ohio, the Bowling Green Falcons. That's the state university up there, of which my college, Ohio University, was rivals with. And it looks like I lost my division series to Bowling Green, and it appears to have gone to 5 games. I had to win this series in order to win promotion up to bronze from iron. Didn't quite make it. I came within 1 game and 4 runs, as you see here from this last game result here. I needed 4 more runs to make a run of it, and I kind of got semi-skunked with this 5-1 result in the final sim of my playoff run with these Finneytown Wildcats. So we'll be back in iron again next season. So nothing really new to report here. We have another 11 packs since yesterday. They've been doing some packing of their own in tournaments. They've been getting some 2-pack runs, like 2-pack second places in an iron best of 5 tournament. So they're picking up a few packs that way. But they're sitting on 11, and that's only since yesterday. So they got more coming in, I'm sure. All right, so let's get down here and go take a look at team number 3. And it'll be just about time for us to be thinking about another ad break by the time we get done taking a look at that team number 3, my juggernauts. I hear my wife out there video chatting with one of our daughters. Okay, 3. Okay. Okay. And they are doing Ace of Irons. So here we go. Now, I'm pretty sure the news from this team is not going to be good news. I haven't bought any packs yet for this outfit, and I need to spend $4K and get some packs in the treasury. So let me do that first, and then I'll go take a look at the promotion relegation stack, and we'll probably see bad news there. Because I have a really strong feeling that this team, at 32 games under 500, I'm pretty sure they're going to be seeing bronze instead of silver next season, starting tomorrow morning. And they've been in they've been in silver for a while. Let's see. Looking at the league standings, and we're looking at promotion relegation, and yep, there we are, next to the bottom. 24.5 games out of the lead, 401 win-loss percentage there. So 65 and 97 is going to earn us, and we were 7 games away from escaping a relegation. So our fate was fairly well sealed early on. This team is going to be back in bronze come tomorrow morning. Now, not a surprising deal for a team like this. And I'll show you why. They are packs only. They are surrounded with teams that play and buy their own cards. And they're getting surrounded with more and more teams that do that. Less and less with teams that are packs only. So I'm not I've become a little less of a fan, even though at first it seemed like a fun concept. Over time, it has become more of a burden than a fun concept. So depending on which one of these teams has the best collection of Reds cards, I'm thinking about maybe turning them into a theme team that would be a Reds theme team. And EVC in NYC would be nothing but ecstatic if I were to join his ranks. I would be assimilated by the Borg, so to speak. Nothing personal there, but no, just a little Star Trek humor for lack of anything else. Okay, maybe some folks will have a few, okay? The whales will have them all. You know that there, Mr. Audit. You know they will. Hey, there's Nersha. Nersha Banco's in the house. He's who we're going to raid into at the end of our stream today. And I think... yeah, about 5 more minutes, we'll run ourselves another ad break, and then we'll have our perfect point giveaway. But in the meantime, I need to do something here. Bear with me while I figure out what's coming next, because I pulled this all together on a shoestring, quite literally at the last second, and in the midst of pulling that last second together, that's when I got the news on my sister, which was not good news. Okay, let's see here. Alrighty, there we are. Now, let me go back in here. I got another tournament spammed. What I want to do is buy me some packs, maybe sell some cards, and you can bear with me while I go through that little exercise. Something I don't normally do on a Sunday, but then this whole Sunday has been a different bag of tricks than what we normally pull out of the hat. Come on, game. Anytime. Anytime. Could not sync my cards. Go figure. Let's try it again. Some good chill guitar there. A little bit of Spanish flavor to it. Alrighty, there we go. Now let me buy some packs here with my 4K treasury, and I will go through my card collection and see if there's anything in there that bears witness to a possible sale. Okay, come on. Okay, now I'm gonna go, I got my dupes set. Let's go look for my quick sell irons first in my dupes. Oh, look at, I got 31 of them. That's gonna be good for 155 perfect points. Hey, let's see if I can maybe make it to another 1K and I can buy another pack. Because right now we'll be sitting on about 800, 818. So let's bring up the quick sell bronzes, shall we? And that 17 should get me 425 perfect points. 425 perfect points if I quick sell them. And that's what we're going to do, 425 as advertised. That will put me well over 1K and I'll be able to buy another pack. Now the last ones I've got to look at would be my quick sell silvers. And I've only got one of them, so boom. We'll quick sell that dude for only 100. So I'll be sitting on 1343 total. There's that. Now, let me get this thing back to missions only. Okay, that's the only thing that I have on there is using the mission count column. That the mission count has to be 1 or greater. I try not to include in any one of my filters anything that has a mission count of 0. Those cards would be for outstanding missions yet to be invented. And if they still remain at 0 at the time that all the missions are done, then we worry about maybe selling them. But in the meantime, they're speculation cards that we're hanging on to for dear life in case they are needed for future missions. So that's what the mission count is important to me for, is to try to avoid selling speculation cards. Okay, and you notice I am ordering things by L10. Not the highest sell order. That's another kettle of fish. So let's get out of here. And I would dare say it is time for us to go ahead and take our last ad break for the day. And when we come back, we'll get ready to do our 25,000 perfect point giveaway. And thanks to everybody who came in today. We're sitting on 152 customers in the turnstiles right now. Go hit the concession stands. Don't forget to tip the veal and try your waitress. I'm sorry, I'll be here all week. So go ahead, hit whatever you need to hit, and we will be back in just a moment. A word from our sponsors. Okay, gang, we are back. Now, what I need to do is get out of this screen and get into this one. I went a little bit early. So congrats to Mr. W. Norris and his New England Pillow Pants. I think that's what the NE stands for. Going to the World Series in his league. So good luck in that World Series. Hope you make it to whatever level comes after that. Okay, we are ready to get started with this giveaway. And here's the way it works. Everybody who's been here before should know the drill. That you have one of two commands that you can use. You can use either !enter or !ticket. Don't put a number after the command. !enter or !ticket. Don't use both, only choose one and use one only. No number after the command, regardless of what Stream Elements tells you when we start the giveaway. Now, we'll let it run for a couple of minutes, and whoever wins the giveaway, we will take care of them via a Twitch whisper and see if you can give me, with the correct capitalization, the manager name, that is the user account name, the one that you use to sign into Perfect Team. That's the one that you need to give me in the Twitch whisper. And if you don't know where Twitch whispers are, up in the upper right hand corner you'll see a little circle with my picture in it, wearing the sunglasses and the sunproof hat. Okay, that's me at Great American Ballpark. My wife took that picture, and it's not a half bad picture. But anyway, that's my picture. Over to the left of that, you'll see something, a little box that says Get Bits. And just to the left of that box is a little bubble. It looks kind of like a like a cartoon bubble of some sort. That is the whisper. You'll see a number on that whisper. You should see it, and that will be your clue that I'm trying to contact you. Whispering in Twitch is the same thing as a direct message or a private message in other social media. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started with this. The 25,000 perfect point giveaway will run for a couple of minutes. !enter or !ticket. Only one, not both. Only enter once. Only enter one time. If you try to enter multiple times, it will kick you out. Put a number after the command, it will kick you out. Okay? Use both commands, it will kick you out. Only use one command, one time, and that's it. All right, so here we go. We are ready to start. And the giveaway is moving. Look in the upper left-hand corner of your screen, and you'll see the stuff there. And you look in chat, and there's the stuff there. Okay, we're picking up some people. Hey, there we go. Okay, we're picking up some people. OTP Drops got in there. We're up to 17 entries already, 18. And we have about a minute and a half left, up to 19. Who's going to be number 20? Number 20 is going to be Stitch 55305. We're up to 22. Okay, 24. 25. Hey, looking good. And we now have officially 1 minute left in the giveaway before we close it out. 26 entries. Mr. Devil Dogs 27. Zen Lunatic 16 is 28. We're up to 29. Subliminal Glory is in there. Because once we're done with this giveaway, I'm going to run to the kitchen and start frying up some ground pork. So I spent a little bit of time this afternoon before I went off to this other appointment that came up to take care of. And we got that handled in good fashion. We have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The giveaway is closed. The giveaway is closed. 29 entries in the hopper. What will Stream Elements pick out? It will pick out one of you lucky 29 people. 29 I call lucky because you're in there. You can't win it if you're not in it. So let's go ahead and get ready to draw us a winner. Mr. Audit! Your team's lost out in Diamond 364, but look it, you just won 25,000 perfect points. Which one of your three teams do you want to get the 25,000? Or what's the manager name that you want? I'm going to send you a Twitch Whisper very, very quickly. Congratulations to Mr. Audit. Nice going. Nice going. Okay. Okay, here comes the Twitch Whisper. Be ready for it. Okay, and I'll ask for the manager name. Correct capitalization. Okay, the whisper is, oh, it says I'm unable to whisper this user. Okay. Okay, can you either put your manager name in chat? Because apparently you have that setting turned off. It says I'm unable to whisper the user. Who would you like for, which of your three teams do you want to get the 25K? Or can you maybe, let me put a message in chat. Okay. Same name? Oh, with the, well, okay, there we go. All right, the same name. Let me try, let me go into OOTP very, very quickly. Bear with me, please. And we're going to figure this out. I have to verify it so that my helpers at OOTP have a good name. Okay. Got it. Okay, so you want the mediocres to get the prize. Okay, that's what we'll do. The mediocres will get the 25K. Okay, got it. Thank you so much, Mr. Audit. We appreciate it greatly. And thank you, one and all, for coming in and spending time with the old fart today. We are going to send things off to Nursha Banco, who is awaiting our raid. So I'm going to start that raid here momentarily. I need to do something else first, another little piece of housekeeping, so please bear with me while I do this. And I'm going to mark the giveaway as complete, and I'm not drawing any more winners. So congratulations to Mr. Audit for winning 25,000 perfect points on my stream today. Use those points wisely, and I think it might give you enough to buy maybe 1% of a CC5 card. I'm just guessing. But thanks everybody for coming in, spending time with the old fart today. I'm going to set up the raid, and we're going to go raid Nursh. Okay, so here we go. Raid's been created. Alrighty, we won't miss your, it won't dent your mission backlog, but it's still, okay. Yeah, I hear you there loud and clear, Mr. Audit. I spent over 200K yesterday just to get 2 plat missions done, to try to get myself a Luke Appling, and I'm still 2 missions away. But anyway, like I said, thanks for coming in, spending time with the old fart today, even though it was a very, very short time. It was a little painful at first, but I'm working through that. So we'll catch up with everybody later this coming Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And right now, at this time, I'm planning on having that stream. I don't know whether I will need to be out of town or not. But in any event, it's Gorgo 2005, rounding third and heading for home. So take care, everybody. We will catch you later, and give Nursha Banco all the Gorgo love that you can. Take care now. Bye-bye.